Well, here it is, of course, from the ultimate kitchen inventor, Debbie Meyer. She created what's called active storage, and she consistently has changed the face of how we work in our kitchen and saving us a ton of money at the same time. Now, Deb, you know, it's the beginning of the new year, and we all are about makeovers. Let's make over ourselves, our eating, blah, blah, blah. Imagine being able to make over your kitchen and make over your food budget at the exact same time.
Yes.
And all you're doing is switching containers. That's it.
This is and this is where it all started.
And this is the original.
This is the original. This is where it all started for me. I was sick and tired of throwing away food. I was sick and tired of throwing away my money day after day, week after week, cleaning out that refrigerator, cleaning out the countertop with things going bad. These are my original Debbie Meyer green bags, where it all started. Over 1 billion of my green bags have been sold. How's that? And you don't get to sell with a B. You don't get to sell 1 billion of anything if they don't work.
That's true.
Customers for years now are buying my green bags repeatedly. I'm going to show you what it means to you first, then I'm going to talk to you about the science. Here we are, there's strawberries at 9 days. Independent lab testing said at 9 days, you can expect your strawberries to look like that by being stored in my green bags. Those were clearly not stored in my green bags. This is the benefit of my green bags. My green bags are made with a proprietary blend of minerals and natural substances that actually create the storage environment within the bag that is beneficial to all fruits and vegetables. My green bags are actually designed for fresh produce, to keep fresh produce fresh longer. And independent lab testing, these numbers you see on the table are from independent lab testing. That means third-party testing.
Right.
That is not our number, it's not HSN's number. And all of this is documented. Have a look at grapes at 14 days. That's 14 days. This is 14 days. What do you want to find in your refrigerator? Honestly, I mean, that's a silly question, right? My bags are BPA-free. They are proudly made right here in America and reusable. My bags, every bag is reusable up to 10 times. So in this pack of 50, that's up to 500 uses.
That's great.
And for this value, it's just incredible.
Now, let me explain just really quickly what you're getting, because I know a lot of you, in fact, this is great. You might not have known this before, but I mentioned we had this day only coming up. We've already sold 600, almost 700 sets.
Wow.
And this is the first time you're getting it. So we saved it just for the show. What you're getting in this collection is 20 of the medium, 20 of the large, and then 10 of the extra large. Now, here's what I want you to do. Look at your screen. This is a follow the finger moment. See that price? This is silly great, right, at $14.95. This is where I want you to get multiples, because our buy more and save kicks in. And you got to do a little math here. We know we don't like math. Let's do it. All right, so you buy a couple of these. You pay one full price shipping and handling, which is $5.20. Every single multiple you get will be half of that. Right. So if you want to get more than one set, remember, you're getting 500 uses. They last a while. But when you're ready for the next set, take advantage of the price that only is good for today, because that price ends today. Either it sells out or we get to midnight and it ends, and then take advantage of the buy more and save, because that's only for today as well. And
let me show you this. The extra large bag, that's 10 pounds of potatoes. It's not even full. I'm going to show you that. 10 pounds of potatoes, it's about 8 pounds of apples and about 6 pounds of onions. Now, you notice they're standing here like this? That's how they stand on my countertop. You do not have to close my bags for them to work. It is not the air. It's all about ethylene gas. It's all about my bags creating the storage environment that helps your produce to last longer. Let's go down here.
Well, let me explain something, too. You've sold how many green boxes here at HSN?
Almost
or worldwide. You can do worldwide.
Well, here at HSN alone, it's almost 13 million.
Okay, almost 13 million. But the problem with the boxes, I love the boxes, trust me. They're everywhere in my house. We have a huge green box. And by the way, if you saw my Facebook page, the Today's Special, we did our last airing of it a couple of hours ago, but it is still available. So you'll see on my Facebook page, I was raving about our green boxes. They're still available, and you can still get them at the Today's Special price. Because of the last airing, we decided to go back and do a special airing on the bags. And now close to 1,000. You'll see it's 800. We're going to whip right through 1,000 in just a second. But when I mention that is, some of you and some people use the green boxes, love them, but they're not designed for produce, for wet produce.
They're not for all, my bags are specifically designed for produce. So when you put something in it, I'd like you to put it in as dry as possible. In fact, I recommend you don't wash things before you put them in. Wash them when you're about to use them. And if you see any condensation whatsoever in the bags, that's perfectly natural. If there's no if there's no moisture, you haven't got fresh fruits and vegetables because they are made of moisture. Just take a paper towel and wipe it out. It's that simple. Okay, look at these peppers. Look at peppers at 21 days. That's 21 days. That's 21 days.
21, guys.
I mean, that is like mush. Listen to this pepper. That's what it should sound like. Crisp and actually hollow. And all you have to do is simply put things into my bags. You do not have to, what I do in the refrigerator is just this. That's as simple as it gets. You know what? You can go bulk shopping now, right? This is easy. Bulk shopping, you go in, first if you go to a regular supermarket, you'll buy 3 heads of romaine lettuce at one price. But if you go to the big box store, you'll get 6 for the same price. All right? This is 6 heads of romaine lettuce in the extra large bag. I've now got salad for more than a week. It's all going to be fresh. It's all going to be exactly as I bought it because I can just keep it in this bag. I don't have to be afraid of buying in multiples. I don't have to be afraid of 2-for-1s. If you buy one, throw one away, it's no bargain. You have to be able to keep things fresh longer. Look at the color difference. We all know, and we've been told how many times, eat veggies that are the most colorful because that's where the nutrition is. This is just about as nutritious as that plate. This is what you want to get into your family. And this is 3 weeks fresh. How do you like the sound of that? And look at the moisture. It's all moist. This is actually
3 weeks
my hands
later.
are wet.
3 weeks, you guys.
3 weeks. And this is it. Watch this. Do I want you to do extra work? No. If it comes in any kind of packaging, take the packaging off, put them in my green.
You know, Deb, what makes me crazy is you have a recipe that calls for fresh herbs, and you go and you spend a fortune on that herb. Do you have an herb? This, I'm telling you, makes me insane. Because, yes, parsley is a great example. You'll have a recipe, one recipe, and you only see, if I could just take a couple, I'd be good. And then you know what you do? And you got those nice herbs in the packages. Once you open them up, you're throwing them out. Yeah, you one recipe and you've wasted all that money.
This has been in my bag for 9 days. Look at the bouncy. That's what you want to find. When you open up your refrigerator, you want to find what you put in it. You don't want to find a science experiment. That cabbage is the same piece of cabbage split in half. I'm going to turn it so it's the same way. That's the same piece of cabbage split in half. Not stored in my green bag, stored in my green bag. It's as simple as that.
How many days?
That's 14 days.
Wow.
Independent lab testing showed us that those numbers are what you can expect. We've had callers all day long on my boxes and on my bags saying that we're being so conservative. And, okay, I'm delighted when you get even greater results from these, but I'm telling you this so that you'll know what to expect. Broccoli at 21 days, that's almost as smelly as the sponges. That's just disgusting. Broccoli should be tight and hard in the head. It should not be bristling all over the place and falling apart, or that color. It should be this color. Look at corn. Suzanne, I actually still found a deal on corn, but I found it 2 weeks ago. Okay? That's my corn from 2 weeks.
That's great.
This is corn from 2 weeks that I did not put into my green bags. Remember, this is, you know what? I'm going to forget about New Year's resolutions. This is my New Year revolution. This is a revolution in packaging. This is a revolution in storage of food. I created an entirely new category of storage when I created my bags. It's called Debbie Meyer Active Storage.
And you know what? If you are still using the zippy things, if you are just taking plastic and you're covering it, it's a ridiculous waste of your money. Just get the bags and try it. If you're not happy, you still can return it. You won't. You'll fall in love with these. And the minute 2 weeks later you hear this, you'll be like, oh my gosh, they really work.
And that's 3 weeks.
We're going to prove. Was that 3 weeks?
That's 3 weeks.
And 3 weeks made it even better. Let's say hi to Terry in Arizona. She wants to say hi to you.
Yeah.
Hi, Terry. You're on the air with Debbie. Welcome to HSN.
Hi, Terry.
Hi. How are you, girls?
We're good. How are you?
Really great. Debbie, I love your products.
Thank you.
I have everything. I have the boxes. I have the bags. We don't have a store where I live. We have to go about 50 to 55 miles to the grocery store.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Jeez.
So, and I'm really glad you said something about being conservative because I was almost afraid to say, you are way under how long this stuff lasts. I'm sorry, girl. I'm going to say it because I want everybody to get these. I live by myself, and I want a lot of this vegetables and fruits around, but I'm thinking, how the heck could I eat all of this?
Right.
And I don't have to. I was telling your representative, I have carrots, and I am not, this is the God's truth, in my refrigerator, little baby carrots for almost 2 months, and they are as bright orange and crispy as the day I bought them. I don't know what these things are doing, but they're fantastic.
And they're strong little guys.
Thank you so much.
Oh, there we go. I got it. Well, so Terry, you're enthusiastic about it, but a lot of people sit there and go, "Oh, come on, it's a bag for gosh sakes." Do you use any zippy bags anymore? Anything like that for your storage?
No, not for food. I use them for everything else now, but not for food.
You're exactly right. And don't you think it would be crazy not to try these?
Oh, well, that's what I did it for. I mean, I've had them probably a year, but I thought, you know what do I have to lose? I don't have a store. I have no choice.
Right.
And oh my gosh, I don't know. I want to get on TV and go, get him, get him, get him.
Oh, you're a doll.
Well, thank you, and thank you so much for taking time to chat with us.
Thank you, Terry. I really appreciate it.
And it does make sense, you guys. Now, it's funny because you have to use them to see if they're going to work. Terry waited a year to pull hers out. It's okay, Terry, whatever, but you finally got them out. And I know you can look, because you're going to laugh, because they come in. Let me grab the package real quick. They come in the package, and you say...
Little tiny package.
Yeah, look at that.
No storage
And
problems.
you have 500 storage bags in here, in essence.
Yeah.
So think about it, because they're good for multiple times. You don't just use it and throw it away one time.
Right.
And you know what? If you're using those zippy things, you use them one time and you throw them out. So you're going to look in here and you're going to pull this really thin, really lightweight thing out. And you're going to say, no, ain't going to work. And then you're going to use it and you'll check. This is what's really funny. You'll check it. And you'll even to this day, when we're using we have the bags and we have the boxes, right? We're still, my husband and I marvel at things.
I still do.
We do. You open it up and go, look, honey, like we don't know it. Look, it's really still good to eat. And I'll tell you personally, you won't believe the money savings. If I had more time to talk to Terry, I'd love to ask her how much money you save. Because here's what I love. By doing something as simple as stop using the little zippy weird bags, all that is a holding place. Get these. Not only will you make over your kitchen, because you're going to eliminate all the other stuff that's in there, but you're going to be able to make over your food budget. That, to me, is crucial. The money you will save, I think, will shock people when they get this at home.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I am still amazed. I travel a great deal. When I come back from a trip and I open up a bag and I see my lettuce 3 weeks in a bag in my refrigerator, and I go, I can eat salad tonight without going to the store. That thrills me. And let me just tell you, to take care of these, this is so simple. Rinse them out with cool, clear water, no soap. Let them dry. You can pull them inside out because the bag is the same inside or outside. So you can pull them inside out.
That's great. So if you want to reverse them around,
if it's
dry out.
If it's wet in the inside, turn it inside out and use it the other way around. Look at this lettuce at 21 days. I could stick my thumb through that right now. But this one that has been stored, and watch this. This is all I did in the refrigerator, like this. Listen. Ready? I think I'm ready. It's been a long day. There you go. Wow. All right. That is a 3-week.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Now, that's 3 weeks old. If she had opened this up, I wouldn't get close to it.
Are you kidding? I'm not going to touch it.
It smells like you got it from the store today.
As much as I love you, I'm not touching that. Now, once I ripped it open, I can still put whatever I have back in the bag, just like this, and go on, put it back in the refrigerator and let it sit there, because it doesn't have to be a whole fruit or vegetable. I'm showing you lots of whole ones. But for instance, my cauliflower is cut up here. You could prep by cutting things if you wish, but like I said, it's best if you keep things as dry as possible in my bags.
Okay, I got to remind you of a couple things, and I do want to talk about one of my biggest pet peeves is the salad bag back here. But I want to mention, here's what you're getting. You're getting 50 bags total. Right. You get 20 of the medium, 20 of the large, 10 of the extra large, okay? It's like getting 500 bags. Right. And not just, 500 bags that hold stuff in my fridge just because I got to put it in something. They're actively keeping your food fresher and longer. All right, so here's the story, though. This day only price is good until the end of today, or if it sells out. We've now sold almost 2,600, and it just makes sense there's so many of you on the line, because who wants to waste money? I love what you said, Deb. Yeah. You go away for a week on vacation, the first thing you know you're going to have to do is open the fridge and start tossing old, moldy food out.
Have you ever thrown away food before you've gone away because you were afraid it was going to be
by the time you get back. Oh, and you hate
That's even worse, because you're throwing away
when you're spending all that money on fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, it kills you to toss them out when they're rotten.
Look at my refrigerator here. Now, you can keep the bags anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the drawer, wherever they fit. I keep them on the door. I keep them all over the place. But have a look at this. This is a watermelon. Okay, this is late in the day for me to be this strong. Okay, that is a heavy watermelon.
A lot of watermelon.
That's a half of a watermelon. You see the extra large bag? It's not even full. If you end up in the summertime getting one of those really big watermelons.
Yeah, the big long ones.
Now what? This is open. It's not even sealed.
There's no twist ties, no things you gotta seal.
No, and in fact, I'd rather you not twist tie them closed because you might only just put a hole in the bag. What's the point?
That's
right. So you don't need to. So this is in my refrigerator. I've got stuff in the drawers, whatever. You can see through the bags. You know what's there.
Which I like that, by the way.
And it's also
because it's out of sight, out of mind in my fridge. Like, do you have stuff wrapped in foil?
Please.
Oh, talk about the real experiment. You open up that foil and you're like, ooh, and you know it's nasty. So you eliminate wraps, like plastic wrap. Right. You eliminate foil. You eliminate the little zippy bags, right? Completely. You do not dirty up a bowl with just the plastic wrap kind of shoved on top of it.
Oh, that's the worst.
It is, and think about it this way. With one purchase, you're getting 500 bags that aren't just simply placeholders for your stuff. They're actively keeping your foods fresher longer. It is revolutionary. What she has done is absolutely revolutionary. She went over 1 billion sold worldwide, right? That, you know, that will go around the equator twice. That's how many bags she sold. And you made a good point earlier. If it didn't work, she wouldn't sell 1 billion of these bags. And these are the originals. She's never changed them, which is great because she didn't have to, because they worked from the beginning and they work today. We've now sold almost 3,300, and here's your one chance to get 50 bags at $14.95. I would recommend doubling it up because our Buy More and Save is for today only. Deb's had a really big day, and we did a special thing. You pay one full price shipping and handling. Anything else you get from Deb's line, you're going to only have to pay half the S&H. Right. But that ends at midnight as well, and the price on these ends at midnight. But think about it. I mean, I would love to know right now. I'm trying to think how much I spend on what? 12-gallon zippy bags? How much is that for one box? And they all last me one time.
Exactly.
And they don't keep my food fresh.
This is something that drives me crazy. I'll see people in the supermarket, oh, cherries, and they start picking out the great cherries that they want. Yeah. What's the point of doing this if you're going to take them home and turn them into that? Right. This is what you do. Into my green bag, into the fridge. It's as simple as that. Do you know that I have, I've recommended for many years actually, people take the bags with them. If they go to a farmer's market, if you go out to, you know, like one of these places, the co-ops and whatever, I have nieces who take my bags with them to the co-ops. They belong to a food co-op. They actually put whatever they're purchasing into my bags immediately. That way, from the second it goes into my bag is the second that it starts lasting longer. Because you don't have to wait. It's not like, oh, we have to build up something in here and then it, you know, it isn't going to work for another 2 weeks. Right now, these cherries are 9 days old. Those cherries are 9 days old. These, I'm going to enjoy. When I get off the air, I'm going to enjoy these.
We're going to say hi to Dennis in South Carolina. Hi, Dennis. You're on with Debbie. Show my lettuce bag thing. This is my pet peeve on grocery shopping. Hi, Dennis. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, these are wonderful, Debbie. You're just a miracle worker here.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
I've been using these for probably about 2-3 years now. Used them over and over, and when we first got them, my sons and their families thought they were a little hocus pocus till they actually saw them work. And when they saw how nice the fresh fruits and vegetables stay and how much we were saving, well, they're hooked now. So I also got the green boxes you had today as well, as well as another order of these. But fabulous. They do everything you're saying and so much more.
Hey, Dennis, what was the one thing that you looked at and said, I cannot believe that is still fresh? Like, it really blew your mind.
Well, we eat a lot of bananas, for one thing. And actually, we had some, it was an accidental test. We had some that were laying out, and we put some in the bag. And, you know, and then we said, oh, well, it's doing this, and we were hooked.
Oh, that's funny.
And, of course, the prices of all the fresh fruits and vegetables have gone up over the last couple of years to where it's so expensive. And then we're down to a family of 2. It's just my wife and I. Right. And so you still want to buy some quantity, but you want it to stay fresh. And these do it. I mean, they really do. Well,
in a way, Dennis, you're sort of forced to buy quantity because that's how it's packaged. And you know the minute you buy it, if there's only the 2 of you, or you're using it for one recipe, you're throwing the rest away eventually, which is such a bummer. You know, you're like, oh, my gosh, it's such a waste of money. And you know it when you're buying it.
Correct. And I'm diabetic, so it's important that I have a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables. And I would recommend these to anyone who, you know, has diabetes and wants to eat the fresh, raw vegetables and the fruits. And they're just, I can't say enough about them. I'd recommend them to everyone. If they haven't tried them,
do it
I don't
tonight.
know what they're waiting for. They need to call in and get them.
Oh,
thank you, Dennis. On that note, we'll say goodbye.
Perfect.
That is the perfect way to end this presentation.
Absolutely.
By the way, guess what? If you buy the pre-made salads, which I buy religiously, and you hate throwing them out, guess what? Green bag it. We got to wrap it up, though.
That's it. All you're going to do is
dump
dump it in, dump it in, dump it in.